Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and in today's episode of Great Engineer, Terrible Driver, we are going to design a 1968 convertible premium vehicle in automation and hot lap it in BeamNG.drive on the automation test track. What driver score will I achieve today? We shall find out. (1968). Oh, going a little too far. Pre-crisis, pre-oil crisis. So what do we have here? And this one doesn't really work. This one does, and it has a convertible. This one also has a convertible, but this one is a little too small. It's a premium after all, so convertible premium is similar to normal luxury. It's like between premium and luxury, but convertible. And yeah, while this one is kind of convertible if you sit in the in the bed, this one is probably more appropriate. So let's go with this body. Oh yes, oh yes. So this is a bit more premium. The only thing they really care about is prestige and comfort, and a little bit of drivability, and a little bit of safety. So what we are going for is cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap for everything but the things that are really affecting comfort and prestige. So chassis material, we don't really care. Galvanized steel is fine. And we are probably going with a rear longitudinal. No, not quite. Not quite. We're going with a front longitudinal setup. And then, yeah, well, it's a comfort car, right? It is the premium end. And no, I hear the Americans scream. It's like, oh, this must be solid axle. No, for fuck's sake, it should not be solid axle. Solid axle coil is not comparable in comfort to double wishbone. And why not do a double wishbone if you're aiming for the high-end market? Yes, that is the correct choice. So, yeah, there we go from there. And engine block. Oh yeah, by the way, yes. So suspension is, of course, one of the things you want to invest into when building such a car. Because that is one surefire way to get a higher base level of comfort, which you then can tune. But for the engine, prestige. We're talking prestige, but not much power. So how do we achieve that? Now, we do need a few cylinders, that's for sure. So if we're going with a V8, don't forget that you have to go with 90, because 60 is shit. It's unbalanced, it's not smooth. And yeah, well, V12 would be an option. But I think it is slightly overpriced for what we're going for. Although the prestige would be really nice. Let's see how cheap we can build a V12. Like, if we make it dirt cheap, like a pushrod V12. Engineering time is not much higher, but yeah, production time would be higher. Cast iron, 6 liters. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Nah, it's probably better to go with a V8. But let's first build this one, and then we can go back to a V8. So like this, all cast. Oh, probably heavy duty. No, we're not producing that much torque, are we? Leaving it at standard size. If we go with a V8 and want to have a bit more capacity, then I think this would be a good option to go heavy duty. But like this, nah, not needed. 7.5 in compression maybe, and very low cam profile. 20? Yeah. No turbos, of course. Injection? No, there's no injection here. We are going with a single 4-barrel carb. And, well, a single 4... That is actually an advantage of the V8 there. That you don't need 2 in order to feed an engine that crazy. because otherwise you don't get any run, because it has to go from the middle here all the way over here and into these intakes, into these cylinders. Yeah, that all the fuel condensation on the pipes outside. So, what fuel are we going for? Regular already? Yeah, just to be future safe. And fuel mix. Probably 13.5. No, we don't need too much throttle response actually. So 13.8, yeah, it's fine. And optimize it for 2.5k RPM. Max revs, this thing? Maybe 4.8 or something? Short cast, yes. No catalytic converter, they first come in the 70s. And then we have, oh no, double reverse flow. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, whoa, that's a lot of power. That is scary amounts of power. We need less power. We need to strangle this engine. Is it oh, it's already strangled. How do we get less power, please? Yeah. We can lower the ignition time into 30. And now if we are going with a single 4-barrel carb, of course we have issues with knocking. But that allows us to lower the compression even more. Does this sound like a good vehicle to you? 174 horsepower. If the vehicle is heavy enough, then that's okay, I guess. What we don't want to get is a lot of wheel spin, because that makes it less drivable. So the engine stats are production units, 37, and engineering time. Whoa, that's a lot for that time. What? I did go with pushrod. Yeah, I think we are going with a V8. This is a little too extreme. Oh yes, that's a lot better looking. But then we need a larger engine than this. How about something that Americans would say is a small V8? Yeah, it's still large enough, that's for sure. Pushrod? Yeah, because we don't need power. We don't want power, even. And now we have a bit of valve float issues. Oh, this makes it a lot cheaper, too. So this cam profile is still fine. We probably have a bit more octane because it's easier for the 4-barrel carb to handle this engine. There's less paths to take for the fuel. And now we can lower the rev limiter a little bit more. 4,600. Yes, I'm quite happy with this engine setup. Let's give it a rev. There it is. Oh, you little Americans with your little V8s. Isn't this pretty? Yes, let's manual rev it. It's very quiet and very V8. Re-optimized this a little bit. There was still fuel octane missing, of course, and it was all good. 160 horsepower now. Let's head over here and select the convertible. There we go. As always, paint and fixtures are for later. This will be a classic rear-wheel drive car. And shitty automatic, we want to have as much power loss as possible because we don't like wheel spin. This is beautiful. Open diff, because who needs anything else? Spacing, we shall determine that a little later. Radial tires in 68, yeah, definitely. Medium compound, 205s. Nah, probably 185s. But they're not on 14-inch wheels, but let's go larger. 16-inch rims. Yes. And because prestige, we could go with magnesium. Mags. But then again, well, off-road we don't need. Utility we don't need. Prestige we do need. Yeah, might be a good choice here, actually. Even though it's not a performance car. Solid disc front brakes. Oh, high tech. But one piston. I don't. Well, it's a higher end car. I think you would want to have dual piston on this one. And then rear drums? They will probably have drums. But this needs to be low. Pad type, let's go with 25 or 20 even? No, let's start with 25. Under tray, nope, we don't care. Cooling airflow, 55 maximum, yes. So seating arrangement, probably 4-seater. And that is because they don't need the practicality, I believe. But that's something for us to check out. I think 4-seater might be perfect. Interior. Well, here we are probably going with luxury. And then we are going with luxury AM radio. Power steering, hydraulic. Wishy-washy, hydraulic. And advanced safety for the 60s. And of course, hydro pneumatic. Yeah, the first time we are using this one. And where are we? Convertible. Yeah, so far so good. Where's the convertible premium? Ah, there. There's the convertible premium. Oh, that's not scoring high enough. But we currently have a roll angle of 1.2 degrees. So let's do a comfort tune. And there we have convertible up to 145.8. Convertible premium. No. Oh no! Oh no! It doesn't see the body type. Oh, that's bullshit. Damn it. Oh, no, it does see the body type. It does see the body type, but this is a soft top. That is what's going on here. I think we need to change the message. So, normal bodies get a penalty of, what is it, 20%? Something around there. And a soft top only gets a penalty of 6%. It's not a nice convertible. It's not a hard top. But yes, it's good enough for most. Alright, the gearing. Oh shit, yes. We don't have a speed limiter, so we will have to pay for whatever speed we reach. Oh my. Well, the rear brakes aren't good. Is that why they kind of hate it for drivability? Oh no, 35 is fine for the era. But this is not good enough, is it? Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Let's up the brake size front and see if they like it. Oh yes, they start to like it better. But does this actually go up? Yeah, it does go up. So we might be looking at going solid disc rear as well. Yeah, they love it. And then up the pad type slightly. Now it makes it uncomfortable for them. 25 seems to be about alright. And too large rear brakes is not what they want. They don't need all that brake performance. Like 60 meters is well worth the money to spend there, but not more. Alright, they do like the two pistons because of how comfortable they are during braking. It's very smooth braking performance. And then not large, because they don't need the actual performance. And the same goes for the front, actually. They don't want to have massive brakes because they are costly. But we are looking at a little bit of the wrong category here. This one should be pinned. And this one not necessarily. So let's see what they think. Oh yeah, they actually do like better brakes. They don't care about the price as much. Well, let's check out a different tire setup as well. If we are going wider, how do they like that? 118. Well, no, doesn't make much difference. As you can see, 119, 118. It's not what they're after. So, gearing was fine. It's just the price that we're paying for the tires is super high because we need the U-Speed classifier. As the premium category doesn't care about reliability, I'm going to lower this one to just be 50, right at the edge. The normal convertible category still loves it, apart from the lack of sportiness. Yeah, looks like they are really keen on the ultra high-end luxury setup with the and not infotainment. That would be fantastic in a car like this. Oh my god. No, the phonograph does score a lot higher. It starts to bite into the convertible category because we have such low affordability with this. So I think I'm going with the luxury setup. And let's see if I can just improve quality a little bit. Oh yeah, that is really good. But basically has the same effect as adding the phonograph. So I'm going to settle on this one. +1 quality, luxury and phonograph. And that gives us about equal score on this. But now we need to properly set up the suspension still. And now that we are all done with a bit of quality tuning, upping the quality here is just so damn expensive for this kind of new technology. So let's take a look at the markets. Yeah, solid. Solid. We even sell into the standard premium and luxury categories. So this is looking good. Convertible luxury, also above 100. Yeah, I think we have nicely set it into this kind of demographics. It's certainly a convertible premium target, with still a few sales into the convertible, standard convertible, because the budgets overlap, and then quite a few sales into the convertible luxury as well. So overall, succeeded, I guess. This car has succeeded. Another thing we could try is to make the engine slightly larger and see what that does. So we have, let's hold the engine, and now we're just upping its size. It's not really gaining us much. It's really not gaining us much. There's more power and torque and stuff, but, well, who really cares? No one. They're not driving it fast anyway. So, yeah, what I think what they lose in drivability because of extra wheel spin, they gain in prestige for the larger engine, so it's not really worth it. But that means that now we have arrived at the point where it's all about the looks. It is done. The Viscount Normandie. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, such detail. Like there. And, there. Yes. So, yeah, I did change the engine to dual exhaust, because quiet is now quite valuable. Didn't change the score much, but, yeah. It's thematic. It looks better. So, yeah, this is the car. This is the car. Pretty okay, I guess. Once again, oh, no, it's not okay. Oh, wait a second. I didn't see the bumper bar sticking out the rear like this. You need to be a bit smaller. There we go. Can you be a little bit larger? Yes. Okay, much better. So, yeah, the Viscount Normandie. A big, lazy... No, not too lazy. I mean, it still has a bit of power, but nice convertible. It's simple yet elegant in some ways. And now that this is done, let's send it to the test track. And the test track, first the demographics. Oh, they're so pretty. Even doubles as a family premium car. So the test track says, oh my god, this will be weird. How much does it weigh? Almost 1.8 tons. 12.90 to 100. Yeah, this isn't fast, is it? Nice and quiet, though. Yeah, once you get it a bit downhill, it actually gets going. 170 kilometers an hour through the slingshot. And going towards the line in 3 minutes, 3 seconds, and 16. And there it is. The Viscount, not of Tuscany, like in Dream Theater, but rather of Normandy. It is quite pretty. And let's see how wobbly it is on the track. It's definitely not a track car. Let's head into this view. Oh yeah, looking quite nice. Looking quite nice. So I'm going to have a go at it. And we do have drive mode. I would assume that, yeah, there is no S mode with this gearbox. Nope. Good. Alright, here we go. Drive mode. I have a bit of a warm-up and then see you on the hot lap. Alright, I think I'm ready. This car drives exactly the way it looks. It's not great, but it's stable, it is boaty, it is just so settled. And it's like there's no rush in this vehicle. Absolutely no rush. And we shall see how quickly we can lap the track with it. That will be, yeah, very, very interesting. And here we go. Torque converter's loaded. Go, 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 go! Off the line! Wheel spin squeak! That's all. And if it's an S1, brakes, and just cruise through here as it's supposed to do. And oh, a little tail happy there all of a sudden because the rear wheels were off the ground. But full throttle through here. No worries whatsoever. Yeah, this handles nicely. And Brian's bend, lift off slightly so that it steers better. And then early on the brakes. Early on the brakes. There, very good. And it's slow but good. Solid line. And full throttle towards Caswell's carousel. Let's see, what speed do we get here? Very slow probably. 70 something. Yes, full throttle again. And out of here. Ah, good. And now high speed. Coming down the Daffy Flyer towards the Slingshot. And what are we going to reach? The answer is third gear. And about 160 kilometers an hour. So the 100-mile mark has been breached. And now the scary corner, Bavarian Bend. But it's super stable, this car, so it doesn't feel too bad. Oh, lift off a little bit. Very careful braking. Very careful braking. Oh, it wanted to escape a little bit there. And we're back on the throttle after some minor corrections. And towards Kilrob Chicane. There you go, 100 and brakes, 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 and nice and easy. Nice and easy. Lift off the throttle and full throttle again. Yeah, not very fast, as you can see, but it's getting there. It is getting there, and it feels exactly like the car you'd expect it to be. So, some braking here. Take it easy through this. Oh. Oh, and full throttle again. Yes, come on, accelerate. I know it's a little bit uphill. You can do it. Now, Cossack corner, final corner. Some brakes. Don't want to overdo it here. It's a cruiser. It's a cruiser. Oh, no oversteer. Over here. Over the crest. Good. And more brakes. This corner looks so harmless, but it's really tight. Okay. Yes, we made it. We made it. Oh, we're not even that slow. Holy shit. Go, 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 go. Yes. Below 3 minutes. And there come the tires. Ah, isn't it beautiful? 2 minutes. 59.71. There we have it. The Viscount Normandy It is an amazing vehicle. It's very boaty and feels just like a cruiser. It's like when you're driving it, you get an instant feel of this thing doesn't have to be fast. It just feels great. And we have the times in automation. It managed a 3 minutes, 3 seconds, and 16. And I managed on the test track in BeamNG a 2 minutes, 59 seconds, and 71. And that leaves us with a driver score of 101.9. Really awesome vehicle. I urge you to download it from the description below. And I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.